What is going on, comic fans? Welcome to the Legion of Comics. It's Tuesday. That means it's time to take a look at another week of DC Comics releasing. And these are going to be the ones that release July 10th. It's our second week into Absolute Power. And there's also a lot of other cool stuff happening this week in comics. And we're going to talk about a lot of it, hang out for a little bit, run the weekly giveaway. Don't forget to hit that thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel. Let's go. Huge shout out to the homies over at Big Time Collectibles. They sponsor the channel. They supply us with awesome books to use as our giveaways, especially for the channel members. And they got con season going on, so they're doing all kinds of books right now. So be sure to check them out, their website, follow them on social media, all that stuff. And if you need anything cleaned and pressed, be sure to hit up Justin's Comics over on Instagram. His link is in the description of all the videos. Let him know you found him via the channel. And a huge shout out to ABX Comics and Games, where I pick up all my books each week. And if you're looking for a comic shop, they got you covered. They're linked in the description as well. They are the community's comic shop. So let's get rocking and rolling. It's a fantastic Tuesday. It's blistering hot outside. Happy to be inside, sitting in front of the fan, hanging out with all you fine people. Let's see who's in the chat. We got Lisa clocking in first, right at 1:30. What is going on? Good to see you in here. I think that's 2 weeks in a row she beat Las Cruces now. That's beginning to be a thing. Hey, big guy, what's going on, Pops? And there's Las Cruces with the hooray, the woohoo, and the hello from New Mexico. Boom, bang, bam. Adventurous Joe, what is going on? Present while working. Nice. What is going on, J-Med? I got something. Yeah, I'm going to show this right here. I got this awesome book from J-Med this past week. This beautiful Alan Scott Green Lantern number 4, signed by Tim Sheridan. So we got this sitting right here on the desk. Just been looking at it. It's good stuff. Definitely good stuff. I appreciate you, homie. So is it on today? I thought he went to the beach. I go to the beach in a little while. Not today. Getting close, though. I'm counting the hours at this point. We got Ruby G in the building. Ruby G is the fantastic artist of this cover right here. Be sure to reach out to White Tiger Cool Comic Collectibles on Instagram. Get you some commission work done today. But yeah, I'm super ready to get to the beach, man. I'm got 2 days of work between me and vacation. And I feel like I'm mentally checking out. Like, it's happening fast. It's happening fast. We got Dale of Suspense in the building. What is going on, Dale? Hope you're doing good today. Izzyverse, what's up, homie? Happy DC Tuesday to you as well. Flo Dameron, the best day of the week. I think so. I don't have to work, so that definitely helps. Las Cruces is slipping. I'm getting old. I didn't set the stream till just a little bit ago. I didn't have it set way early in advance like I typically do. What is going on, Hector Ortiz? Hello, hello. Marcus Judge Dredd, man, is full of surprises. Yeah, that's such a good movie. When I rewatched it a couple of weeks ago, I'm like, this is a perfect film. It legitimately is a perfect film. I'm like, I want that clip. Have that clip out of it. But it was definitely good stuff. I hope everyone's having a good day. Go ahead and drop some comments. What are you looking forward to reading this week? And we're going to start looking at some stuff. I've got doing everything different now. Let's see. This is what's going to be in today's giveaway. We have Absolute Power Task Force 7. It's issue 1 of 7 of the mini-series that'll be running at the same time as the Absolute Power main. And that is a fantastic plat variant. And they're going to be showcasing different members of the Justice League with their mug shots. And I'm like, that's fantastic. I'm going to start getting those, I think, for each one of the giveaways as well. And then over here, we have Tales of the New Teen Titans foil edition of issue number 44, which features the first appearance of Nightwing. And I always like getting some foil in here, so definitely had to go with that one. So don't know if you have that book or don't have that book, but you might not have it in the shiny edition, and today can be your day to win yourself a copy of it in the shiny edition. Spoiler, Mark is giving away another New Mutants 98 today. I wish I had them just laying around like that. You know I would. But I gave it away. I actually mailed it off today too. We did the whole Legion Loot giveaway this past Sunday night during At Week's End. That was the big one that had the New Mutants 98 with the first appearance of Deadpool and all kinds of other stuff. And sent that to Circumstances. Marcus won that one. So I appreciate all the channel members out there. Be sure to hit that join button. Check out the channel membership stuff. See if it's something you might be interested in as well. Platt has Semi come out of retirement for these covers. Nice. Oh, I didn't even know that. That's really cool. Didn't know he was semi-retired. He was at Heroes Con this year. That's pretty cool. Yeah, the covers are wicked. I really like them. Really like them. I shared them out on my Instagram when I saw them. I'd seen the Aquaman one, the Superman one, and the Green Lantern one. So I'm excited to see the rest of them as well. And when it comes to variants and stuff, it's always fun to buy them to give them away because buy them. I get excited when I see them and I buy them and they just go in a box and I never look at them again. So I try to stick with A covers, just stick to my run and stuff. It just keeps it simple. Keeps it simple. Is today new DC Day? Yes, it is. And we're about to be pulling up the list of books that we're dropping this week and diving into some of that stuff. I'm actually going to share that screen. Meow. Share my screen. Meow. Share screen. New comics week. There we go. And I, when they switched back to Wednesday, I actually upgraded the League of Comic Geeks thing here. I actually have a, I don't even know what you'd call it. I have an account there now where, let's see, does this do it differently? Yeah, there we go. I have an account there now where I can knock out all the, all the advertisements, because this webpage is fantastic. But this webpage got bombarded with pop-ups where every like 3 seconds, one would slide in from the side and cover up what you're looking at or reading, and really excessive. So because of this show, I invested in this show to have this work a little bit better. But this week is actually a pretty massive week, it looks like. But when it comes to DC, there's not a ton of them. Not a ton of them. So you can filter this out by publisher. That's what I'm going to do. Just hit the DC ones and we'll go from there. So it looks like 15 books listed, including the reprints and stuff. It's not bad. Not bad. It's definitely not a ton of books. Not a ton. So right off the bat, Action Comics, we're past the Brainiac War. Brainiac War is done. It was fantastic. It was super solid. I don't know if anyone out there missed it or not, but it's definitely worth picking up. It's definitely worth getting it in collected edition. They got it in trades and all that stuff. The Brainiac War wasn't just good. It actually sold really well, too. If you go check out the sales numbers for the past couple of months, it was charting higher than Batman books was, which is super duper cool. But now that that's over, we're back to our regular scheduled programming with Action Comics, which if you see the banner at the top of the book there, it says Superman Superstars. This is the little initiative now that Philip Kennedy Johnson's off the title. We had 3 issues with Jason Aaron right before House of Brainiac started, and now we're getting 3 issues with Gail Simone that's going to be writing it. So I'm really excited about that. It's kind of exciting to see some writers you don't typically see on Superman coming to work on Superman. I can't really think of Gail Simone doing much at DC at all other than like Batgirl years and years ago at this point. But her name lives on. It's definitely a crowd pleaser name. It should help boost the title quite a bit. Quite a bit. What is going on, Brian LCS? Hello to Cliff on Comics. Gary Woods, good to see you. Brother John Comics, hello, hello. And with this one, we're going to be getting Gail Simone Returns to Superman for a 3-part arc, which seems to be like the format of this Superstars era. Like I said, Jason Aaron had a 3-part arc. Now she's getting 3 parts. Drawn by Eddie Barrows, Superman and the Challenge from the Stars. Superman fights for 2 worlds. When a massively powerful alien race makes Earth their arena, Superman must stand alone against impossible challenges that threaten locations all around the world and the lives of those he loves. And not to be missed, epic tale of Superman's strength, wit, and resourcefulness in an early stage of his public career, which that part really interests me a lot. Because if you look at the symbol on his chest, it's the black shield with a yellow outline. So it's that old school look to it. That part's going to be pretty cool, getting like a throwback story. And not to be missed, epic tale. We'll see about that part. Check out some of these covers though. That's your A cover. And we have a Wes Craig cardstock. That's pretty dope. That reminds me of like the Fleischer Brothers. The metal monster up there shooting with the I-beams. That's wicked. That would look good in foil. Oh, that looks like a connecting cover almost. Pablo Villalobos. You see Superman swooping into the top of the Daily Planet here. No, ma'am. And then this is the foil version of the A cover with a limited trade dress. That is a wicked cool cover.
Can I have ice cream?
No, ma'am. Ben Oliver cardstock.
Please.
Ben Oliver. That's just wicked. You can actually see the red lit up eyes in the shadow there too. So I think that's it for the coverage for that one. That's actually got a lot of good ones to choose from. I'm definitely sticking with the A cover. You save that extra $1 and it adds up a lot. And plus, I'm just reading it and boxing it. Good afternoon to Stephen C. I might jump up and give Action a shot. That I recommend it. I mean, three issue story arcs isn't bad, and like they're really helping push the quality of it by getting these writers that are just coming in for like these short, like hard hitting dynamic stories. But it's pretty cool. It's pretty good. And how long has that been? Birds of Prey been a while, Secret Six been a while, Villains United, that was like almost 20 years ago. That's my point. I remember those books perfectly fine. But I'm saying it's been a long time since she's been there. Been a long time. So I think that's why it's such a treat that she's like coming to do this. Definitely think it's a treat. We were talking about Platt coming out of semi-retirement. Like how long has it been since she's put out books at DC? Can't wait for Wednesday to be the full release of DC in the future. It started last week, Kyle. Last week. That's why we're using the screen share now. What is going on, Phil? Got to head to the LCS for a signing, but I'll be trying to list from my phone. Oh, who's signing? Who is signing? That's interesting. There's a lot of these shops I notice get tons and tons of people that come and do in-house signings and stuff. Not as much here in good old Augusta, Georgia. Doesn't happen very often. Let's see. Boop, 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 boop. Other than Taylor, who else is picking up Action Comics this week? Who's diving into some Superman? Oh, Zach Kaplan. Nice. I read his Forever Forward #1. I got the San Diego Comic-Con John Jang exclusive of that. Forever Forward was a pretty cool concept. I enjoyed it. Pretty cool. All right, Green Lantern, and this is where we get our first Absolute Power tie-in for this week. We have 2 installments into Absolute Power. It's our second week into the event, and Green Lantern number 13 is kicking us off. And it has a backup story called The Patient Blade about Thoros, the guy that's running the United Planets. It's a one-shot backup story. A lot of times there'll be like part 1 of 3, stuff like that. I believe it's just a 1-part backup story, but back on Earth and on the run, how Jordan is the latest casualty of Amanda Waller. We saw in the last issue of Green Lantern where he escaped the United Planets. He was the only one of the Green Lantern Corps members to be able to do it. Jessica Cruz is still on the run. Simon Baz is kidnapped by him. There's a little stronghold of Lantern characters hiding out from him, and they're trying to rally to fight him back. But Hal made it to Earth, and we saw Theros talking to Amanda Waller. They had coordinated this quarantine of Earth as part of like what her plans were to come, and it kind of just helps him out in his galactic conquest or whatever he has going on, trying to gain control of the entire emotional spectrum. But now that he's back on Earth, we're going to see what's going on with Hal and what plans Amanda Waller has for him. And this, it says, a depowered and back on Earth, Hal needs to find a way to get a new power battery and recharge. But Theros has other plans, and now Hal is being hunted by the most dangerous aliens on the planet. Plus, the secret origin of the Lord Premier Theros, ruler of the United Planets, is revealed in the backup story. You can tell from the cover, it looks like we might have a lot of characters on here. You have Sinestro rocking the red, which is super exciting. We saw that really in the first arc where he was able to manifest out of sheer willpower the power of the Red Lanterns. He just raged out that hard. I hear Green Lantern is the book to read out of all the DC titles. It's legitimately fantastic. What it is Jeremy Adams is writing it. And Jeremy Adams is the one that did that most recent Flash run that everyone was pissed that it ended when it did. He wasn't on for too long, and it was like right as everyone figured it out and started jumping on, it was the end of his Flash run. But he left Flash, and they put him on Green Lantern to bring Hal back, and it's been fantastic. He's just a writer that you're guaranteed to get. Like, the worst thing he writes will be an 8 out of 10. Like, he's ridiculously good, and this is no different. But as far as tie-ins go, This will be our second tie-in. Last week we did get Batman 150, and the tie-in for Absolute Power is just a backup story, but I think it was 8, maybe 10 pages. But it wasn't filler. It wasn't throwaway. It was needed for the overall event. And with this Green Lantern one, this isn't filler either. It's not filler at all. So far, the tie-ins are proving to be worth your money. Like, I know a lot of people kind of like that formula. If I'm pulling the book and it's a tie-in, I'll get it because I'm already pulling it. But I'm not going to add any more books to the tie-in stuff. Well, so far, Batman 150 and Green Lantern here are both necessary reads for the event. Both necessary reads for the event. What is going on, Eddie Rodriguez? Flash by Night. What's up? What's up? I've also still haven't gained power over the entire emotional spectrum yet. No, but you keep trying, man. I believe in you. Is aggression and emotion? Know what sorrow is. How's the Alan Scott content in the Green Lantern? This is the first time we're really seeing Alan Scott in Green Lantern, and it's more because of the Absolute Power tie-in part of it. It's not a spoiler talking about Absolute Power. It came out last week, but there's an entire what was dubbed the Blitzkrieg, where Amanda Waller unleashed the Amazo army on the superheroes and everything. And the Amazo army has the ability to drain the meta powers from the supers. And it's kind of, again, these aren't throwaway titles. So it's kind of picking up on like how you saw small bits of the conflict from all over the country in Absolute Power 1. It kind of expands on those conflicts that we saw were taking place. You actually get to see more of it taking place. And that's where Alan Scott, as well as the rest of the JSA, come into play in this Green Lantern issue. What is going on, Kyle? What's up? What's up? But yeah, it was good. It was awesome seeing Alan. I'm thinking that he might be a bigger player in the Absolute Power stuff, at least in his corner of what's going on. You have all these different superhero families, from the Superman family, the Flash family. You have the JSA is kind of their own thing. So I think Alan might be a little important. He pulls off a pretty impressive maneuver I haven't seen him do before, being that he is the original Green Lantern, powered by the Star Heart and the Emerald Flame. He doesn't have the ring that's powered by the central battery with the emotional spectrum like the rest of them. So this was actually a really big issue, and it does have a first appearance of what I'm guessing is going to be a future villain in the Green Lantern title as well. Something that is brand new. So be on the lookout for that if you speculate on DC, which is kind of laughable. Speculating on modern comics is funny enough, but speculating on DC is like an extra layer of funny. Next one up is one that I'm not pulling, not reading. Joshua Williamson's Batman and Robin. Simone DeMeo cover art is always fire, but not sure what's going on with this one anymore. This is just the dynamic between Bruce and Damian. I haven't been keeping up with it. I read like the first two of them and realized I didn't need it on my pool list to feel like I have a complete pool list. But it's a perfect father and son getaway to Dinosaur Island. I mean, they're gonna get me with dinosaurs. I love me some dinosaurs. Pretty cool cover. Done. Let's see, that one's on. Dinosaurs are always cool. Well, I'm gonna say most of the time cool. Dinosaurs are most of the time cool. You can make them terrible like they did with the Captain Marvel series. They just made me hate T-Rexes somehow. That Shazam series is just no bueno. Broad question: how does the Green Lantern Corps and Guardians feel about Alan? I don't think they ever cared. Daddy? Don't think they ever cared at all. Yes, ma'am. Are you done with the show? Mm-mm. Ice cream now? Mm-mm. When can I get ice cream? When I'm done, I can. I'll let you know. How long is it? A little bit. Just a little bit. This Damian title is much weaker than Williamson's previous run. Feels like he's phoning it in. He might be. The dude might just be overstretched. Which of the DC families win at Family Feud? Ooh, that's tough. I'd have to go with the Flash family. I'm going with the Flash family. She is persistent, my man. She's very persistent. She don't know how to stop. Here's one I'm super excited about because Elseworlds is officially back. The Elseworld title across the board at DC is back, and it all kicked off with Gotham by Gaslight getting a new installment called the Kryptonian Age. Kryptonian Age. And in this one, it's kind of fun. It's playing with a couple of different concepts. One, introduction of the Kryptonians existing into this 1600s Batman era. But the way that they introduced it is really cool because, you know, the whole concept of lost civilizations and prehistory, you know, Atlantis and the whole Younger Dryas era stuff that's real popular right now and everything. And that's kind of what they alluded to in this first issue, that they're finding antiquities and relics and stuff of a forgotten lost age, and they're calling it the Kryptonian Age. And you have Talia and the League after some of the artifacts and relics, and Batman trying to protect and guard them. And you get a little fight on a train in the end of the first issue and stuff. And then we get into this issue where we'll pick up where we left off, I guess. A couple of cool variants. It looks like you got Joker. That's pretty wicked. Denny's Cowan. Yeah, that's really wicked. There's Talia. So it's always fun getting like these Elseworld stuff. One of the biggest parts for me is just like the reimagining of the characters. It's always just fun looking at the different designs of them and stuff. Like Batman with a big collar and stuff and carrying a big like big bolt action on his leg. But upon uncovering a mystery involving ancient relics, Batman must battle against Talia and the League of Shadows for control of a dangerous weapon. As court magician John Constantine whispers in the ear of Queen Victoria and Professor Adam Strange explores the farthest reaches of the Antarctic, the strange rumors they're all chasing about the lost Kryptonian age of mankind begin to take on a ring of truth. So that sounds awesome. We're getting Adam Strange introduced. Constantine's getting thrown in there. There's a lot of cool stuff with that one. Just really a lot of cool stuff to be excited about with that one. I'm also excited about the upcoming Elseworld stuff too. You have like the Barbarian Batman one. The next, what is it? Dark Knights of Steel stuff is coming. There's just a lot of cool stuff coming with Elseworld. The sky is the limit. Yeah, it's hard. It's hard to ruin awesomeness in dinosaurs, yes, but Mark Waid, hold my beer. Yeah, Mark Waid does it somehow. Or is your hard to ruin dinosaurs? One word, Barney. I liked Barney when I was a kid. I'm not even gonna lie. What is going on, Chop? At least it'll give you Barney. Can't fight that. And speaking of ruining dinosaurs, that takes us to our first issue of Task Force 7. So this is going to be the series that I mentioned where we're following the Amazo army that Amanda Waller has spent the last handful of years creating and building in secret. It's operational, it's turned on, and it's set to attack. And we saw, it's like I said, the blitzkrieg of the Amazo army in issue 1 of Absolute Power. So what this series is going to be doing is just following each one in each issue. You'll get the Last Son in this issue, which is the Amazo robot that looks like Superman. And then you'll get a different one in issue 2 and so on. In this issue, it's tasked with taking out the Captain Marvel family. We saw them alongside Wonder Woman when she was depowered in Absolute Power. And now it's getting sent out to clean up the rest of them. One thing I can't stand about the Captain Marvel stuff happening in DC right now is the stupid auditing dinosaur that absolutely ruined his run. Going to be ruined. It absolutely ruined his run completely. And I'm telling you now, there's auditing dinosaurs in this. Look at this Puppeteer Lee variant, though. Oh my gosh, that's insane. Isn't that no, that's Dave Raposa? Dave Raposa. I thought that was Puppeteer Lee. Nope, Dave Raposa. That is insane. And then Brad Walker cardstock variant, Mary, Cap, and Black Adam all featured there. And then, of course, there's the Stephen Platt cover, which is part of the giveaway today. And this is the John Timms that's connecting with, there's a big connecting cover. I don't know how many covers going to be total. And then this is a foil character variant. And then back to your A cover. And back to your A cover. So there's definitely some cool covers for that as well. Some cool stuff to look forward to with it. Would say I wasn't a fan of this issue. Like, yeah, I'm like with the event stuff, I'm an easy sell. I'm really an easy sell, but I'm gonna tell you straight, wasn't a fan of this issue at all. Task Force 7 is going to be waiting for me in the dollar bin. Eesh. I don't know. I would recommend reading it digital over waiting for the event to play out. I mean, at that point, there's no point in even getting it. If you're gonna read the event and wait for this stuff to the dollar bin, there's literally no point anymore. It's to supplement the event. You either supplement it or you don't. Once you get the event, it's done. But yeah, for something like this, it's the mini series. It's attached to the event. This one just felt like it just didn't. I don't know. I think I'm just jaded. I don't like the Captain Marvel stuff happening right now at DC, and it's just too goofy, too whimsical. The stupid auditing dinosaur just gets on my nerves. And but you do get a lot more insight into the Amazo stuff, like you did in Batman 150. That was actually a big deal, getting that insight into the Wonder Woman Amazo that goes by the codename Paradise Lost, that speaks with a Victorian voice. We also learned that all the Amazos are actual Batman personalities downloaded into them, which I'm assuming are all those different Zur-En-Ahs. So I'm thinking like potentially we have like a Batman by Gaslight Zur-En-Ah inside of the Paradise Lost robot. But we also learned some things about how they operate. You know, we're starting to get little details about what's going on with these Amazo robots, because they're not just your standards. Not just your standards. Got all the Absolute Power mini stuff on the order with Paul. Nice. Nice. Some Brad Walker. Is he the one that did the painted one? Or the connecting one? Unknown, some accountant dinosaurs. They refuse to retire. Yeah. What is going on, Jersey Boy? Busy day at work. Belly hurts. Today sucks. But always, hashtag We're Legion. Fellow pimps and legends. ABX, 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 ABX. G2G, THO. Salute, salute, salute. I don't know why, but I always love to read Durz's comments out thoroughly. Hope you have a good one, man. Hope your tummy feels better. Chug some Mountain Dew. Chug you some Mountain Dew. Take it easy with the belly dancing. Yeah, that'll help you. That'll help you. Feel better. Feel better. Durz is the oldest young guy I know. He really is, man. He really is. He's got the back issues and stuff, the belly aches. Yeah, it happens. It happens. You got to take care of yourself. Another book that we haven't seen in a long time has finally resurfaced this week. This one is brought to you by Sam Hamm, not a joke. Sam Hamm and Joe Quinones on the art. It's Batman 89 Volume 2. It's titled Echoes. This is issue number 3 of 6. This is the title that was supposed to be introducing us to the Harley Quinn of the Tim Burton universe. I'll be honest with you guys, like this stuff should be like right up my alley, but I bailed on this series with Volume 1. Superman 78 was knocking it out of the park. Batman 89 was rough. Gotham plunges into chaos and Batman is missing in action. Dr. Quinzel's therapy sessions go a bit awry after some unconventional methods affect a few patients. Meanwhile, Dr. Quane's plans within Arkham Asylum march forward, but can Barbara Gordon and Alfred find Bruce before it's too late? So it looks like this an Arkham story inside the 89 universe. It's a pretty cool A cover with the bat wing up in the air, right over the gates of Arkham. And then with your secondary cover, you have a B.W. Scott Forbes card stock with Michelle Pfeiffer. And I got to say, I'm digging that a lot. Absolutely love the Michelle Pfeiffer Catwoman. Love the suit. Yeah, that's the one that I grew up with as the live action Catwoman and stuff. Why are you just licking your cup? Be careful. What are you doing?
It doesn't have water in it.
Oh, okay. But yeah, that is a wicked cool cover right there. Digging that cover. Has anyone else been reading the Batman 89 stuff? Because I think it's been legitimately months now since Batman 89 released the book. 6 covers for Task Force 7, disgusting. 9 covers for Kid Venom, who I actually like, out of control. Yeah, well, the Task event book I get. I think it's excessive for sure. But I get doing a lot for an event book because you're trying to sell them tie-ins. You know, it's a mini series that only exists because of an event. So you're going to have a unusually high amount of people looking at potentially picking it up if you can rope them in with a cover. Sure. Kid Venom, I don't understand that one bit. The word Venom anymore, I don't understand. I don't get it. I do have an exclusive John Jane Kid Venom set that I got though, so can't judge. I'm not bigger than that. You don't need to buy all the covers. Yeah, I agree. I'm a one cover guy myself. I just get the one. Just the one. All right, here we go. Getting into something really interesting here. Now, I don't have this on my list. I didn't plan on picking up, but this is pretty cool. It has a, if you see the top, it has this thing that says from the DC Vault. That's brand new to me. I don't remember seeing that on any other titles. From the DC Vault. Death in the Family, Robin Lives. So everyone remembers that the Joker famously killed Jason Todd with the crowbar. They even last year did that they did the issue where they changed the ending to where he survived. Because back in the day when they were getting ready to potentially kill Jason Todd, they left it up to the readers to decide if he lived or died. They created a toll-free 1-800 number, and you call this number for him to live and this number for him to die. And the margins were super thin, but he ended up dying. Years later, in like 2004 or something, he was brought back. But now they're doing this whole new story. It's a 4-issue miniseries from the DC Vault, Robin Lives. So I don't even want to assume it says. Okay, just don't make a mess. Jason Todd Lives. What's next for the fallen Robin? In 1988, DC fans made a seminal choice in the history of DC publishing, voting to kill off Jason Todd's Robin in the Death of the Family storyline. Now, for the first time, we want to find out what would have happened if fans had voted him to let him live, and it begins with the murder of the Joker. Okay, so I need to go back and add this to my pool for sure, or maybe just check the DC Universe app. I don't take advantage of that enough. Might be able to just read it on there. So, following the events of him surviving, we're going to see what the next 4 issues of comics would have looked like with him. Yeah, it's a retelling what Jason lived. So this is not the retelling. We got the retelling where Jason lives earlier this year. This is what would have come next had he lived. They're just taking the ball and running with it now for a 4-issue miniseries. And it looks like right off the rip, he killed the Joker. That's pretty cool. I bet she's getting milk and making her own ice cream the old-fashioned way. Yeah. And I'd do it again. So that's pretty cool. I've always loved Jason Todd. I've always thought he's the worst Robin, but the most interesting ward of Bruce Wayne. And then Damian came along and kind of took all of his thunder. I don't like this current look in comics and stuff. Wow, look at that Magnolia cover. Wow. Wow, that is wicked cool. Just in a black and white version. So there's the 2 covers in a black and white version. But yeah, that's super dope. I might have to actually go back and check that out. I have the DC Universe app, the Ultra tier, and I never take advantage of it. I never do. I end up reading old stuff on it every now and then. But I need to do better about trying to actually keep up with stuff on it. Because a lot of stuff that comes out, they put on there the same day as. What is going on, BLC? Good to see you in here. Next up for this week, we have The Outsiders, issue number 9. I wasn't even sure how long this series was going to go. Jackson Lansing is writing it. Or no, Colin Kelly and Jackson Lansing is writing it. I read issue number 1. It was pretty solid. I see looks like the helm of Dr. Fate on the cover here. Tangled in a Tale of Two Cities, the lost city of Canaan. The Outsiders' journey through and outside of the multiverse continues. Deep beneath reality, 2 cities follow diametrically opposed philosophies. One is built from legacy, continuity, and order, and the other is born of innovation, reinvention, and chaos. Between the delicate balance of their narratives sits our story, as well as the key to changing it. To do so could jeopardize the DC Universe as we know it. So who's plotting to do exactly that? That sounds epic. That sounds ridiculously epic. Dealing with the story of order and chaos and the cities of order. Man, I wonder if this is kicking off of this issue. This might be something that there's a lot of stuff that I haven't been picking up. I don't want to say a lot, but there's enough. There's a handful of stuff I haven't been picking up. I might spend all the vacation just playing catch up and reading. That is a wicked awesome cover. Them just tearing the fabric of reality and Batwing, the drummer, and Batwoman coming out of there. Who did this? Steve Beach. Go figure. Good God. Steve Beach is top tier, man. Look at that. Look at the colors on there. It's the design style of everyone. You can tell the texture of the material of what they're wearing and stuff. Just I don't know, man. It's just such a phenomenal artist. That's good stuff right there. Man, that solicitation got me excited for that one. Definitely going to have to look into that a little bit further. Is anyone else reading that? I know Taylor Winter was reading it when it first dropped. What is going on, Lee? Good to see you. Stealing hubcaps off the Batmobile should always get you the mantle of Robin. Well, that was the post-crisis origin. That wasn't his original origin either, though. You know, originally he was just like literally carbon copy of Dick Grayson. They just redid it after Crisis. But if you can get those hubcaps, I think it goes a long ways to your case of being a good Robin. The land of ink and television. Let's see. Two houses both alike in dignity. I think I already heard this one before. What is going on? Geek Out with Roscoe. Hello, hello. What's up, C. Bizzle? How are you today? People saying, hey, I don't see anybody saying, there we go. It's on my digital to read list. Has it been all right? Like, I think they said it was issue 9 that's coming out this week, but like I said, I only read past issue 1. I was just checking it out, and issue 1 seemed solid. I don't know why I didn't keep going. I think it was just didn't want to expand my. Oh, that's pretty cool. What do you want to put in it? Oh, cool. I just didn't feel motivated to pick up another book. Which Robin is in the animation of Young Justice? I can't quite figure it out. It's Tim. I'm pretty sure you have Tim in there. At least farther in Young Justice, because you have Nightwing in Young Justice. Tape here.
Tape to tape all of these.
Read issue number 1 and 2, and they're decent. I'm behind on it. So I think I might do a little binge reading on that. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. See if it keeps me engaged now that I have the ability to binge read it. We'll see what goes on. Sinister Sons, next up, issue number 6 of that, one that is absolutely not on my list, not on my radar. I don't know what it is about this. I know everyone loves the Super Sons. I don't care about the Super Sons one bit. Peter J. Tomasi's writing this like he did the Super Sons. That doesn't make or break it for me whatsoever. I just don't care to watch. Like, this sounds terrible. Whiny, snotty little kids with superpowers doing whiny, snotty little things. It just doesn't interest me at all. And you enter villainous kids, just makes it even worse. The Sin Sons, and that's what they're called. Sin Sons origins revealed in the final issue. So this is it. Thank God. The truth of Sin Sons' origin is at last revealed, and he and his best friend Lord Zod make their mad dash for the throne on the planet Kurgar. It all ends here for the bad boys of comics, and if you thought these two deserved some sort of happy ending, think again. The part that interests me the most is what's behind these two kids, and that's General Zod and Sinestro himself. I am reading Kneel Before Zod. I am reading Green Lantern. I do know that both of those characters' story arcs are pointing them into the direction of the Sinister Sons, and I was not looking forward to having to keep up with anything continuity-wise inside of this book. But there's a wicked Raza card stock. And that's it. Just a couple of variants. So thankfully that one's over. I don't know who else is reading the Kneel Before Zod stuff, but Sinestro showed up in the last panel, last page of that. So it looks like Zod's going to have to be dealing with him coming up. And I assume that they're going to run it into the Super Sons or something. You got a Looney Tunes book dropping. What turns me off the Sinister Sons is the character design of the Sons. Silly, I know, but it is what it is. There's nothing silly about that. I mean, that's their job to design something that's, that draws people. And it doesn't do anything for me either. Little half haircuts and the jewelry and stuff. It just looks cheesy. It looks cheesy as hell. This is it. Thank God. Oh, yeah, mine too. Mine too. Everybody better hit the heck out of that like button. Yeah, definitely. It helps with the eternal battle against the YouTube algorithm. Definitely helps. The only new comic book I bought this year was Sinister Sons #1, and I never bought another 24 comic. I'm sorry, man. What is going on, Kev? How are you doing today? Let's see what's next up on the list here. Skipping the Looney Tunes. Looney Tunes be Looney Tunes. And, of course, there's the reprint of Tales of the New Teen Titans featuring the first appearance of Nightwing. You have a standard reprint, and then you have a foil reprint. And then Justice Runs in the Family on the far right, which is one of those Wayne Family Adventure chapters. I think that was originally like it's like a digital something, webtoon or something like that. No clue. But you have also this week DC Primer Chasing Colors, issue 1 of 3. I have no clue what this is, but it says the fan favorite story continues. Ashley wants nothing more than to be taken serious as a superhero. She can't help it that things don't always go as planned. And when the Teen Titans roll into town, chasing after their infamous nemesis Deathstroke, Ashley will put her powers to the test to prove that Primer has what it takes to join the team. Writer Thomas Krajewski and Jennifer Morrow. I have no clue what this is. No variants, no idea. Yeah, anybody know what this is? Anybody but a dead body. Primer debuts her new costume. No clue who Primer is. Lee Diggs Primer. What is Primer? What is Primer? Good read. Oh, man, 64 pages for $4.99. That's not bad. That's actually really good. Let's see. I'm late, but I made it. Just finished House of Dragons. Fire. Yeah, you're going to get me to go on a tangent. If you want to talk about anything other than DC, that's how to get me to do it. Start talking House of Dragons stuff. I've been like up to my ears voluntarily in Westeros content, man. Was a trade turned into floppy because of popularity? Seeing more stuff I just need to write down and put on like my vacation read list. I don't ever take books on vacation. I take my tablet, and it's got my DC app on there. And that's when I do most of my, like, that's how I justify paying for that app annually, is I read on it on vacation. And last year I was on like an Elseworld kick and reread a lot of Elseworlds and read a lot of them for the first time. Primer. And what was the other one? Outsiders. I definitely got to catch up with some of this stuff. That cover killed any interest I could pretend to have. That's about how I feel with it. It doesn't do anything for me, but I mean, if it's a lot of people that read it and say it's good, I mean, I'm more than welcome to give it a shot. It's like light hero stuff, nice if you just want something fun. I want something epic. I want something epic. What was it that Chris Hemsworth said in Furiosa? Yeah, but can you make it epic? Especially after House of Dragons. I'm just in the mood for epic. I'm in the mood for epicness. Let's see. And then last but not least for this week, you just have a blank for the Tales of the Teen Titans 44. That's pretty cool because that has a very, very prominent trade dress and the old DC bullet on there. Definitely some cool stuff coming this week. But for me, the ones that are on my pull list is going to be Action Comics, Green Lantern, Gotham by Gaslight, Task Force 7, and I need to write down that Robin Lives thing. How much was it? $4.99 for Robin Lives. That's not bad. At least it's not $5.99. I'm curious about that one. Curious about that one for sure. For sure. So let's go ahead and pull this other thing up here while I'm going about doing it. This over here, this over here, this over here. Out of everything on that list, what are y'all excited about? Out of the stuff, is anyone else like actually looking forward to Absolute Power? I know I've talked to a good handful of people that are. I know I've talked to a good handful of people that have read the first week's worth of stuff last week, and they're more excited about it now. A lot of people are in on it. Primer's a young adult comic. It's fine for what it is. Okay, so I'm familiar with those. They make a lot of those. They do about 2 of those a quarter that come out as like graphic novels and stuff. That's pretty good. Here we go. Primer's a base coat of paint, often used to cover stains and discoloration before adding a new layer of paint. Fantastic. Yeah, some of those, I don't think I've read any of those YA books, but they're always, they always look too relevant for me. They always look way too relevant for me. They're geared for an age range that I don't relate to that much. That being said, I'm glad they make them, because if it gets teenagers and stuff into comics, that's fantastic. Here we go. Absolute garbage. I'm very much looking forward to the Garcia Lopez variants this month. Yeah, they did the who was it? Batman and Captain Marvels came out last week. Dude, man, when I saw those in him, I'm like, holy crap. They're super nice. I had the opportunity to meet him at Heroes Con this past year too. He's Very, very nice individual. He was awesome. I got him to sign my Doctor Strange Fate amalgam book. It was super cool. It was super cool. Y'all see people in the chat already doing it. You know what to do. Go ahead and drop that hashtag in there. Make sure it picks up Kid Venom and Spider Boy. Yeah. What else am I getting outside of DC titles? What else was I getting? I think it was a pretty solid week. This is the new X-Men dropping this week. Oh, they've killed the Krakoa era, all that for nothing. And now we're getting into this all new X-Men era. It's a great jumping on point if you want to start reading X-Men books. There's only going to be 9 titles for X-Men releasing right off the bat. So that should be pretty cool. But Transformers issue 10, that's on the pull list for this week. The Ultimates number 2 is coming out, which I don't know. I don't think I'm going to keep up with the Ultimates. I was thinking I was going to check out Spider-Man and the Ultimates. I checked out Black Panther. Didn't do much for me. I'm dropping Spider-Man at 6. So I'm done with Spider-Man. The Ultimates number 1, it was fine, but it didn't do anything to make me want to continue reading the Ultimate stuff. So I think I'm done with the Ultimate Universe. Nothing wrong with it. It's not bad or anything. It's just not it's not really doing much for me. Avengers 1, Avengers 16, Daredevil 11 comes out with a really cool bullseye cover, but Geiger issue number 4, that's a big one for this week for me. All the Ghost Machine stuff, it's huge. I'm very excited for it. We're supposed to be diving into a little bit of the backstory with Barney. Like Barney's been taken by the electrician, and we might be able to find out who this electrician is. So that would be pretty interesting. And Geiger's going to be going up against the largest horde of organ farmers that he's ever seen out in the barren wastelands. I'm very much looking forward to that. Unfortunately, we do get a Hulk book this week, and I say unfortunately because it's a Blood Hunt one-shot tie-in. Could be fun though. I'm not touching Blood Hunt. So this one-shot Hulk book could be fun. He's passing through a town. It's this old beat-down western town, and there's some secret buried under it. I'm assuming it's like a cave full of vampires, and he just gets to smash some vampires, which that could be super fun. So might be getting an extra issue of Hulk because of the event. So I'll look at it that way. The cover of it's really cool. Like him standing there screaming with like fang marks all in his arm. Pretty cool stuff. New Ghost Rider this week as well with Final Vengeance issue number 5. Johnny Blaze is going to be going head up against the Hood. I'm excited about that. Get Fury number 3 is on the pull list. Excited about that. So there's some solid stuff coming. Some solid stuff coming for sure. A giant size Silver Surfer. I think I want to skip that. Those things are like expensive, and the giant size Hulk they just did was terrible. I typically pick up Silver Surfer stuff and like little mini series they do and stuff, but probably want to skip that one. What else? I think that's pretty much it for my pull list. Some good stuff. Looking forward to reading them. Hopefully I'll be able to knock them out before I leave for vacation. I don't want to have to take. I'm definitely not going to take any books from me on vacation. It's just a lot to keep up with. Get Fury is the only Marvel title I actually read. Yeah, for me, it's a Hulk, Ghost Rider, and Get Fury. Those are the only 3 I get right now. The rest aren't doing it for me. Just to show everybody again what we're giving away today, the Stephen Platt Task Force 7 issue number 1 variant and the foil edition of the New Teen Titans reprint for the first appearance of Nightwing. So that'll be going to a new home today. Well, let's see. Oh yeah. I got more freebie books over there too. So we'll pull for the all the extra stuff after we get the winner, and I'll throw the freebie stuff in there with it, and I show you what the bonus book is. There's the bonus book today. I was really excited for Blood Hunt until I realized the character Varney had nothing to do with Jim Varney, the actor who played Ernest. Yeah, and he also played Jed in the Beverly Hillbillies movie. My dad did security for him when he came to Augusta back in the day. Jim Varney was awesome. Ernest Goes to Camp is my favorite one. By far. Absolute Power at least feels like an earned event, unlike Bloodlust or Bloody Knuckles or whatever the hell Marvel's doing. Yeah, it's most certainly an earned event. That's kind of like what had me excited the most about going into it is it wasn't out of left field. It wasn't out of nowhere. We've been building toward it in like most all the titles across the board. And yeah, it feels like the natural progression of where things have gone. Like it's come to a head. It wasn't just like, oh, here's this. Night Terrors. You know, Night Terrors was just a random thing that just happened out of nowhere. I enjoyed a lot of it, but it was still, it wasn't an earned event or anything. Beast World, random, just out of nowhere, a galactic like Starro bad guy shows up, you know, and but yeah, who knows? Who knows? Absolute garbage. Cliff hates how awesome Amanda Waller is. It bothers him. What is going on, Ryan Riley? Good to see you in here today. What else is happening? Did y'all see the Gladiator 2 trailer that dropped today? I'll be honest with y'all, that looked pretty solid. Looked pretty solid. Obviously, there ain't no way that it can touch the original Gladiator. Ain't no way, but and it looked like a real movie though. That's what felt good about it to me. Like it's years after Maximus's time, and you have a character trying to take down Rome via the fighting pits. I don't know how that's going to happen, but Denzel is the character that's trying to position and do stuff to potentially take down Rome or something. Pedro Pascal's like a general for Rome, and the gladiator we're going to be following wants revenge against him for, I guess, getting his girl killed. I mean, they show you everything in the trailer. But it looked wild, man. They like fill the Coliseum up with water at one of the battles, and there's sharks in there. It sounds like Sci-Fi Channel stuff, but it looked cool. It looked like an actual film. It didn't look like some fast food Hollywood cheese. Uncanny Valley is pretty wild, and that Local Man are my main reads. Dude, I still haven't had a chance to get back to Uncanny Valley. That's one that Tony Fleece was talking about on one of the streams. Between the lines, and this the Who Framed Roger Rabbit-ness of it all had me very interested. I got the new X-Men reading today. I'm sorry for you, buddy. Sorry for you. Who's doing that? Who's writing the X-Men that comes out this week? Isn't it the guy who's Zeb Wells or something? Pass. Hard pass. Get Fear's the only Marvel. Oh, I got that. All right, let's see. Bunch of We Are Legions. Yay, shiny. Absolutely. Absolutely. We need to get you on some indies if the big tour. Oh, I read plenty of indies. I read Scarlet, Destro, Transformers, Void Rivals, Geiger, Redcoat, Rook. There's 7 monthly titles just off of Energon and Ghost Machine alone. And on top of that, the Miller World stuff's about to fire up on all cylinders next month. We got like a Nemesis Rogues Gallery coming, and then hot on its heels, the next Nightclub, the next Magic Order, the finale to Jupiter's Legacy, the next Huck. So there's plenty of stuff that I read. I don't read all these like just random little mini series and this and that. I like the universal type stuff. Miller World, Energon, Ghost Machine. There's 3 other universes outside Marvel and DC that is perfect for me. That mugshot of Superman is silly looking. Don't tell me. Tell Stephen Platt. I didn't draw it. Varney. Ernest Goes to Camp is epic. Parachuting turtles. Say less. Ernest is returning in comic form. Oh, I didn't know that. That's awesome. That's super awesome. Let me see if I get this added in here real quick. I forgot to put this up. Present screen, share screen, share screen, giveaway, share. Click back over here. Boom. Look, there it is. What is going on, Stephen with a C? Good to see you. I hated every moment of this from Dark Crisis to now, and you are celebrating this BS. Blah, 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 blah. This goes way back before Dark Crisis. Your arguments are fallacious. I love you, Cliff. I don't remember. I don't remember if he was or not. Yeah, I think everyone hates Amanda Waller. That's what I hate Amanda Waller. But that's why I enjoy her being a villain so much, because she's good at it. Like, she just makes you want to shake the living crap out of her every time you see her. She's formidable. That's what I enjoy about her, is like there's actual like superheroes lose around Amanda Waller. They always have. They always have. It bothers me how different this Waller is from Ostrander's Waller, but that's the nature of comics. There's definitely parts of her. I think they're going to get into that a little bit too, John. There's going to be a I can't remember if it's a 3 or 4 issue. Might even just be 2. Could even be a one shot. I have to go back and look. But there is a Waller, almost like a Waller origin book that's going to be coming out during the next couple of months that shows you like her true motivation behind all this. We all know that she lost a loved one, blah, blah, blah. She's always positioned herself well. They did the Black Label Waller versus Wildstorm not long ago that shows you just really how she's able to rise up and rank so much. Hell, the first time we ever see Waller, it was her positioning herself in the Oval Office talking to President Ronald Reagan. Like she's always been the wall. She's always been able to achieve what she's trying to achieve around just normal politicians and businessmen. And she just has an immaculate track record. Like she has the receipts to show. But I think they're showing this extra step, this extra hate, this extra disdain for all metahumans. They're going to explain what really drove that through this absolute power thing. Because this isn't just like the hero story. This is going to be like the villain story too. We're going to be getting some Amanda Waller stuff that really just adds more to that. Cool. So no Spartacus. I like me some Spartacus. That show was wild. I like that I'm going to wear who the red villain is. What? The red villain and what? A red villain. I don't know. Cliff saying 100%, like he even knows what he's talking about. Looks like the son of Maximus. That's what I thought too, but the guy who's the guy's like, I've never known my mother and my father, and Maximus's kid, we know what happened to him. Unless he had like a bastard out there somewhere. He has Gladiator 2 training day in Rome. Sadly, modern writers seem to be influenced by her worst traits in Justice League Unlimited. That's fair. You go back to, I don't think she has too many redeeming qualities, though. The very first time we're introduced to her, like some people can write her differently here and there, but you go back to the very core of the character, they're very 1980s. She's really no different now than then. Some people might have written her off path here and off path there, but I don't know. I love Indy, especially in the Further Adventures. Nice. Jed McKay and Starman drawing. Oh, yeah, the Starman series is coming. Ghost Machine and Space Ghost are trying to take out. Yeah, I'm getting Space Ghost also. I'm just getting a one cover for that. I'm getting Space Ghost. I'm loving that. There's a couple of those. What's the other one? Dick Tracy. I'm getting that. I'm getting a lot of indies. So I'm almost up to 10 monthly indie titles already. Ghost Machine and Energon have been far better reads. 100% agree. 100% agree. If someone asks me, like, I want to get into comics, what should I read? I'm sending them straight to Ghost Machine. Just pick up right here and just start reading this. And then after that, I would send them to the Energon universe. And then I would start talking big two after that. But I think DC is doing gangbusters right now. Their continuity is tight. Their writing is strong. They have a ton of great artists and stuff. There's going to be the natural ebbs and flows of comics with it, but it's really good. Marvel just, I don't think they care anymore. They're just like, oh, we're going to sell them no matter what. Who cares? Jed McKay passed. Joshua Williamson, hit or miss for me, writing half the big two books. Yeah. They have Mark Waid for this event. Cliff, get off my lawn. It was Michael Richards and UHF, not Jamarni. Okay. Waller versus Wildstorm was so good. Highly recommend. Yeah, it was. I don't need glasses, Cliff. What did I miss? Mark reads typos. I read everything. I also type typos. Let's see. I like when the artists give Waller a comedically large booty. I'm still bummed out at not winning those Space Ghost foils. Yeah, dude, they were awesome, man. And I hated that stuff that came out about Matina, but that was an expensive book to get to include in there. But I'm glad it went to a good home. Oh, did I miss one of Izzy's comments? Is that what it was? I don't know. Oh, the Starman segment. All right, so we're at the hour mark. Let's get ready. I think everybody's, let's see how many people are in here. 27 people entered, 36 watching. Drop it in there one more time in case it missed your comment. Again, this is going to be free shipping to all channel members worldwide. If you're a channel member, Shipping is covered if you're outside the United States. If you're outside the United States and you're not a channel member, I'll be happy to give you a shipping credit, or you can pay it forward and prize tag somebody in the chat after we. Yeah, we'll go with that too. That's a good one. After we draw the winner, we'll start getting all the extras. We got the bonus book for today, Green Lantern Rebirth from the DC Dollar Comics. If you've never read this, you need to. It's from like one of the most epic Green Lantern stories ever. Jeff Johns wrote this, is where they brought Hal Jordan back from the dead when he was the Spectre. It's absolutely amazing. But these were sent to me by Ruben Guzman, who did that Geiger cover. White Tiger Triple C, White Tiger, Cool Common Collected. I got that from him. He sent some bonus books in there. So I'm paying forward. And then, of course, we'll draw the trading cards. I got the posters, stickers, bookmarks, magnets, all kinds of stuff that's going in there. Let me get that out. Magnet. Stickers. Trading cards. So it's the Dawn of DC posters. Pull a random one out of there. And we got Elseworld as well as Dawn as DC bookmarks. So some cool stuff there. And yeah. I always thought magnets were attractive. I see what you did there. What is going on, Tate? How are you doing? All right. Let's get ready to spin this thing. Did you pick up anyone else's name? All right, let's go. And here we go. Good luck to everybody. Good luck to everybody in the chat. Boom, T-Dubs. Congrats to T-Dubs. If you're still there, if you want to pick your poster, just name a color. I got green, red, yellow, orange, purple, and black. Name a color. Name a color. And while I wait on to do that, grab some cards here. One card. Oh, that's a good card. Two card. And another card. Three cards. The first card up looks like DC Legends. Speaking of Amanda Waller's first appearance from DC Legends, you got Phantom Stranger, Darkseid on there, Captain Marvel, Mr. Nebula, and then you have Silver Age Flash for your three cards. T-Dubs, name a color. Then, of course, we got the free Comic Book Day sticker, a little die-cut sticker, Comics Curing Cancer magnet. Let's see. Green with Envy. Green right on the top there. Let's see who we got. This one's green. It looks like, boom, Hal Jordan. There we go. I think there was a Joe Mullins one in here, but I think someone got that one already. Yeah, that was the last green one. It's like for every color, there's like two different characters. Boom, Hal Jordan it is. And then, oh, there we go. We'll throw in the Joe Mullins bookmark as your little companion piece. Boom. You got Hal and Joe. Good stuff there. And it'll go all inside your Green Lantern book. And, of course, the two books featured in the giveaway today will be the Stephen Platt variant for Task Force 7, issue number 1, as well as the new Teen Titans 44 foil edition featuring the first appearance of Nightwing. Good stuff there. So I appreciate everybody watching. Be sure to check out the channel for all kinds of other stuff. Appreciate all the subscribers and all the channel members especially. Start working on and piecing together and figuring out what's going to be the big giveaway for the July channel membership. And I've already got some videos recorded and ready to release while I'm on vacation, but I think I'm just going to be doing a lot of like shorts or like little live shorts and live stream stuff from vacation. It's just fun. Now that they do like the vertical live stream things are really fun. And then last but not least, don't forget to check out the CBC Awards. Brian LCS hosts and puts on the Comic Book Community Awards every year. You can find it on Instagram, Comic Book or CBC Awards on Instagram. You can also go to the website cbcawards.org and vote for your favorite content creators in a long list of categories. It's a great way to find new channels and to support ones that you really enjoy. And yeah, I appreciate everybody that votes for me. You don't have to just go vote for ones you like. Just go have fun. And remember, do not take it too seriously. It's meant to be fun. And yeah, have fun with it. I got to remember to shout that out for Brian. He puts in a lot of work for it. And the big finale when they pick the winners later in the year is always a really entertaining show. So I appreciate everybody. Hope you all have a good day. And until next time, we are Legion.